So friends, once again I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. So friends, today's topic is regarding non-British literature, non-British English literature. Okay, so some of the countries' literature I have mentioned here in the form of questions. Okay, because we have very short time, so we can see, we can just watch at the MCQs and one-liners for uh, in this very short time. Okay, so Australian literature is there, German literature is there, Canadian, African, European, and some of the part of other Asian literature I have added here. And the American literature and Indo English literature or Indian English literature, I will prepare separate video for both those types of literature, because American literature is very much lengthy, as well as Indian literature is also little lengthy. So I will prepare a separate video for both those literatures. Okay, so first of all, let's see these questions regarding Australian, German, Canadian, African, and European literature. So friends, here we are going to start. The questions are: Patrick White's Was is a novel about the landscape. Friends, VOSS, Was is a novel by Patrick White, and Patrick White is actually a novelist of Australian literature. Okay, he is from Australia, so and he is very famous novelist of Australian literature, Australian English literature. So Patrick White's Was is a novel about the landscape. Landscape is a theme, basically it is a theme of that novel. Okay, so Was is a novel having the theme the landscape, written by Patrick White. So next one is magic realism is closely associated with Italo Calvino. Friends, Italo Calvino is a person who coined this term magic realism, and it is closely associated with him. Okay, so magic realism is a term used while writing a novel. Okay, and it is very much associated with Italo Calvino. Then The Muse of History is a classic post-colonial essay by Derek Walcott. Okay, so this particular question is regarding post-colonial literature, and Muse of History is a classic essay, a post-colonial essay written by Derek Walcott. Then White, while writing Demian is a work by Emil Sinclair. So while writing Demian, Herman Hesse used the pen name of Emil Sinclair. So Herman Hesse is very famous writer, a philosopher as well as a writer. Okay, and he wrote one work. It is Demian, and Demian was published in 1919, and Herman Hesse used the pen name. He did not use his own name, but he used the pen name as Emil Sinclair. So Emil Sinclair is the author of Demian, and Emil Sinclair is in fact Herman Hesse himself. Okay, so both the names are of one person. Okay, so Demian, once again, it was published by Herman Hesse or Emil Sinclair, we can say, in 1919. Then the Magic Mountain, often considered as a European Bildungsroman. Okay, and it is written by Thomas Mann. Thomas Mann was the novelist who wrote this particular novel, The Magic Mountain, and it is also considered as European Bildungsroman. Okay, Bildungsroman means the history about the particular character. Okay, the his journey of his life, that is Bildungsroman. Then, who is the protagonist of the Magic Mountain? So, there is one question regarding that particular novel. It is Magic Mountain, and the protagonist of that novel, he was Hans Castorp. Hans Castorp was the protagonist of the Magic Mountain, the main character of this particular novel by Thomas Mann. Then, art is the daughter of freedom is the statement given by Frederick Schiller. Frederick Schiller is the person who gave this statement, who stated this. Okay, art is the daughter of freedom. So, it is particularly given by Frederick Schiller. Then, Weimar Theater was founded by Schiller and Goethe. Schiller and Goethe, both these people founded this particular theater named Weimar. Weimar Theater was established or founded by Schiller and Goethe. Then the trial, a story of bank officer Joseph K. is a novel written by Franz Kafka. Okay, so Franz Kafka here very much important name in the history of non-British literature. He wrote one novel, The Trial. Okay, The Trial is the name of his novel, and it is a story of bank officer Joseph K., who was executed at in the end of the novel by two people without stating anything what was his offense or what. Okay, so it is basically a story of bank officer named Joseph K. Okay, Joseph K is the character in the novel Trial by Franz Kafka. Then the story of a salesman, Gregor Samsa. Gregor Samsa, who was walking to find himself transformed into a large insect-like creature, is a novel by Kafka entitled as. So here the description of that novel is given. Okay, what the novel is about. Okay, so the novel name is The Metamorphosis. Okay, the one name is The Metamorphosis and the second name is The Transformation, published in 1915. So two names are given by Kafka to his novel, The Metamorphosis and The Transformation, and this particular novel was published in 1915 by Kafka, and it is a story of a salesman named Gregor Samsa. Gregor Samsa is the name of that particular salesman, and who was walking to find himself transformed. So he was transformed into a large insect-like creature, okay, in that novel. So the Metamorphosis or the Transformation, the novel is written by Kafka, published in 1915. Then the full title of J.M. Coetzee's autobiographical novel Boyhood is Boyhood, Scenes from Provincial Life. Okay, so here the full title of the novel is asked. Okay, sometimes this type of questions are asked in UGC NET exams as well as SET exams. Okay, so the title given by Coetzee to his autobiographical novel is Boyhood, but the full title, some of the phrase he has added in this title, this phrase is Scenes from Provincial Life. Okay, so the full title is like that, Boyhood, Scenes from Provincial Life, and it was published in 1997. Okay, before 23 years. Okay, so it was published by Coetzee as his autobiographical novel. Then J.M. Coetzee is the first writer to be awarded the Booker Prize twice. Okay, here the particular question is regarding Coetzee when he won the Booker Prize. Okay, and he won the prize twice. Two times he won that prize, and for his two works. First is for Life and Times of Michael K. Okay, the first one is Life and Times of Michael K., published in 1983, and the second is for Disgrace. Okay, so second novel is Disgrace, published in 1999. So two works are there for which Coetzee was awarded the Booker Prize. Okay, so Life and Times of Michael K. and Disgrace. Then, who is considered as the father of modern African literature? So here the father of modern African literature is asked. Okay, so the question is about African literature, and there should be one particular person, author, who can be the father, who can be the originator of this type of literature, modern African literature, and it was Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe is a person who is considered as the father of modern African literature. Then identify the post-colonial historical novel of Chinua Achebe, published in 1958. So here once again post-colonial literature question is asked here. and we have to identify that particular novel written by Chinua Achebe, and it is actually basically the post-colonial historical novel, and it is Things Fall Apart, very popular novel by Chinua Achebe. Things Fall Apart, published in 1958, and it is considered as the historical novel, as the post-colonial novel of modern African literature. Then the title of the novel, Things Fall Apart, is taken from W.B. Yeats' poem, The Second Coming. So friends, once again, very important question is there. Things Fall Apart, a novel by Chinua Achebe that we have discussed in the earlier question. It is the particular novel and its title is taken from The Second Coming. Okay, it is a poem by W.B. Yeats, very popular poem by W.B. Yeats, and The Second Coming has one line, Things Fall Apart, and the same title was taken from that line, that particular line from Second Coming. Okay, so Things Fall Apart is a novel having a title taken from W.B. Yeats' poem The Second Coming. Who is the first African to be honored with the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1986? So here friends, the first African author we have to identify. Okay, the first African author to be honored with the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1986. Okay, so it was Wole Soyinka. Wole Soyinka himself was the first African writer, okay, who was honored, who was given the prize, the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1986. Wole Soyinka is very popular writer of African literature, and he was given the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1986, and he is the first African author to have this Nobel Prize. Okay, then the famous trilogy, The Famished Road, Songs of Enchantment, and Infinite Riches is related to which Nigerian poet and novelist? Okay, so three works are there, and these three works are considered as trilogy. Trilogy by Ben Okri. Ben Okri is the famous, the very popular Nigerian poet as well as novelist. He has written poems as well as novels, and here the trilogy is written by him: The Famished Road, Songs of Enchantment, and Infinite Riches. So these three works are written by Ben Okri, and these three works are considered as trilogy. So when we asked about the trilogy of Ben Okri, these three works we have to identify: The Famished Road, Songs of Enchantment, and Infinite Riches. The next one is name the writer who was nominated 5 times for Booker Prize but got only once for The Blind Assassin. It was Margaret Atwood, the very famous Canadian writer. Okay, so Margaret Atwood is here, who was nominated 5 times for Booker Prize. Yes, friends. So he was nominated more than 1 or 2 times. He was nominated for 5 times for Booker Prize, but got only once for her, The Blind Assassin. Okay, so she was nominated 5 times, but got for once only for The Blind Assassin. Then identify the feminist novel having Marian as the protagonist, written by Margaret Atwood. So here once again a question from Canadian literature by Margaret Atwood. So it is her feminist novel, very famous feminist novel, and it has Marian as the protagonist, as the main character of that novel. And this novel is The Edible Woman. The Edible Woman is the name of that particular novel, published in 1969. So friends, Edible Woman is the novel by Margaret Atwood, the Canadian novelist, and she has written feminist novel named The Edible Women, published in 1969, having the protagonist Marian. Then Margaret Lawrence's best novel, The Stone Angel, is set in Manawaka. Manawaka is a place, a fictional town, a village in Manitoba, in Canada. So, friends, Margaret Lawrence is another name, is a different person here, a writer, a novelist. Okay, and she has written a novel, The Stone Angel. The Stone Angel is a novel written by that particular author, Margaret Lawrence, and this novel is totally set in Manawaka. Manawaka is the place, a fictional town situated in Manitoba in Canada. So sometimes it is asked that where the Stone Angel, the particular novel, is set. So answer is Manawaka, the fictional town in Manitoba in Canada. Then The English Patient, published in 1992, is a Booker Prize winning novel by Michael Ondaatje. Michael Ondaatje is a particular novelist, and The English Patient is novel by him, and it got a Booker Prize. Okay, and it was published in 1992 by Michael Ondaatje. Then Shyam Selvadurai. Shyam Selvadurais Funny Boy. Funny Boy is a work by him. Funny Boy, published in 1994, consists 6 stories. So different 6 stories are there, described by, narrated by Shyam Selvadurai, and it is a novel. It is a work, Funny Boy, published in 1994. And which 6 stories are there? I have also mentioned some of the names. Okay, so first one is Pigs Can't Fly. So first story is Pigs Can't Fly. Then Radha Auntie is the second story name. And C, No Evil Here, No Evil. Okay, so the third story's title is C, No Evil Here, No Evil. Then the fourth one is Small Choices. And the fifth one is The Best School for All. And the sixth one is Riot Journal. Okay, so the sixth one is Riot Journal and Epilogue. Okay, so friends, these are the 6 stories by Shyam Selvadurai in his Funny Boy. And RG is the protagonist of this novel. Okay, so who is the protagonist? RG is the protagonist of the novel, The Funny Boy. Okay, then Bapsi Sindhwa. Bapsi Sindhwa is the name of one author, and Bapsi Sindhwa's partition novel, Cracking India, was originally published in England as Ice Candy Man. Okay, so once again, question regarding UGC NET exam. Once again, Bapsi Sindhwa's partition novel. So Bapsi Sindhwa has written one partition novel titled as Cracking India. Cracking India means regarding partition. Okay, so Cracking India is the title of his novel, and it was published in India as well as in England. So when it was published in England, it was published with a different title. Okay, and the title was Ice Candy Man. Okay, then who stated that medicine is my lawful wife and literature is my mistress? So very famous statement here. Okay, medicine is my lawful wife and literature is my mistress, and it is stated by Anton Chekhov. Anton Chekhov, very famous personality in English literature. Okay, so he has stated this statement: medicine is my lawful wife and literature is my mistress. Very philosophical statement. And the next one is Uncle Vanya. Uncle Vanya is a reworking of the play The Wood Demon. Okay, The Wood Demon is a work by Anton Chekhov, and Uncle Vanya is also the work by Anton Chekhov. But Uncle Vanya was published before some years, and it was reworked by the author himself. Okay, it was rewritten by Anton Chekhov and reworked by him as a play with another title, The Wood Demon. Okay, so both these particular works are associated with Anton Chekhov. Both are written by Anton Chekhov. Then The ideas of non-violence are expressed by Leo Tolstoy in the work The Kingdom of God is Within You. Okay, so Leo Tolstoy, very famous personality and philosopher and great writer of his time. He has given ideas of non-violence in his book. Okay, and these are the ideas are expressed in The Kingdom of God is Within You. Then Tolstoy retitled his novel as War and Peace from the year 1805. So friends, here the title of Tolstoy's novel was the year 1805. Okay, but he retitled it. He gave another title. He just changed that title and gave another title as War and Peace, published in 1869. So when we asked such question, which was the old title of War and Peace, so it was the year 1805. Okay, and Tolstoy himself just changed the title of that novel, and this particular novel is published in 1869. Then the novel Anna Karenina. Anna Karenina is a novel divided into 8 different parts. Okay, and these 8 parts are with an epigraph named "Vengeance is mine, I will repay." So there is one epigraph written in the novel "Vengeance is mine, I will repay," and this particular novel was published in 1877. Okay, in 8 parts. Then who is called as the father of humanism? So humanism is one term, and it is associated with literature of English, and we have to answer who is the father of humanism. It was Petrarch. Okay, Petrarch from Italy. Okay, so Petrarch is considered as the father of humanism. We have heard about Petrarch's sonnet. That particular person he is. Okay, so Petrarch's sonnet is given by Petrarch himself. Then Boccaccio's Decameron contains 100 stories told over 10 days. So once again, very important question is there. Decameron associated with the pandemic writings, okay, epidemic writings. So Boccaccio's Decameron, published between 1349 and 1353, it contains different 100 stories told over 10 days. So these 100 stories are told in 10 days. So next one is Jean-Paul Sartre's work, The Road to Freedom, is a trilogy containing The Age of Reason, The Reprieve, and Troubled Sleep. Okay, so there are 3 different works are there, 3 different writings by Sartre. Okay, and it is combined as a trilogy in The Road to Freedom. Okay, so once again, the Age of Reason, published in 1945, then The Reprieve, published in 1945 itself, and The Troubled Sleep in 1949. And these all 3 works, the writings are associated with The Road to Freedom as a trilogy. Okay, so next one is The First Man is an unfinished autobiographical work of Albert Camus. Okay, Albert Camus is very famous author of Algeria. Okay, and he has written one famous novel, The First Man, and it is actually unfinished by him. Okay, it was autobiographical work by him, but it was left unfinished, and he just died before finishing this particular work. Okay, so it is unfinished autobiographical work by Albert Camus. And one more work is there by Albert Camus, published in 1947, and it is The Plague. Okay, The Plague is very famous novel published in 1947, and it is regarding the pandemic. Okay, he has described very nicely the pandemic situations. Then who is known as the father of realism? So once we asked the father of humanism, it was Petrarch, and here we are asked father of realism? So it was Henrik Ibsen. Henrik Ibsen, very famous personality, very famous writer of domestic novels, and his one novel I can remember right now. It is A Doll's House. Okay, very popular novel by him. So Henrik Ibsen is considered as the father of realism. Then the work 100 Years of Solitude is by Gabriel Marquez. Gabriel Marquez is a person whose work is there, 100 Years of Solitude, and it was published in 1967 by the author Gabriel Marquez. Then magic realism is a term first used by Franz Roh. Franz Roh, a German art critic, he used this term for the first time. Okay, magic realism. So magic realism is a term first used by Franz Roh, a German art critic. Then identify the chief exponents of magic realism in English literature. So once again, very important question. It was Salman Rushdie and Alice Hoffman. Salman Rushdie and Alice Hoffman. These two writers of English literature used this term very much. Okay, so magic realism is used too much by these two writers. So the chief exponents of magic realism in novel writing are Salman Rushdie and Alice Hoffman. So friends, that's all for today. These are the important questions for non-British literature from Australian, from Canadian, from German, Italian, European. Okay, so and once again, the questions from American and Indo-English literature, I will create a separate video for those literatures. Okay, and here I have mentioned some of the important questions, the videos. Okay, so you can find these videos on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe my channel for the videos which are just created for examination point of view. I create videos for exams only. Okay, so you can have better idea, you can have better understanding with easy explanation and in English language only, because we are the students of English language. So we have to we have to communicate in English, we have to listen English, we have to speak English, then only we can learn it in a proper way. Okay, so these are the important videos, and you can also follow me on these social media platforms. I am available on all these platforms. My YouTube channel is there, and there is one group regarding English literature, free study material I provide there, and Instagram is there, WhatsApp I answer on WhatsApp, and Twitter is also there. So friends, that's all for today. If you have any query, any doubt regarding this particular video, you can comment here. Okay, and also like my video and share as much as possible, because exams are very near now. So we should provide some study material to those students who are not getting it on free of cost. Okay, so my goal is only that, to provide them free study material in the form of videos and PDFs. Okay, so friends, thank you for today.